What is up, everybody? It's your boy Jacob, also known as Pick Management, here with my girl Soccer Q Ash VIP, also known as just Soccer Ash or Ash. We are back for another episode of Betting the Pitch Europe because we know you guys love our European best bets because we smash it all the time. We usually do a midweek and a weekend episode, so we are here for the weekend edition. And we are glad to finally be live. So this will get right out to you guys. So you'll have plenty of time to get in our best bets for the weekend slate. We have picks for tomorrow and maybe Sunday. I don't know if I didn't check Ash's games, but my picks are all for tomorrow. I think Ash's probably are too. But we're gonna give you our best bets, quick breakdown, and get you guys out of here. But before we dig into today's best bets, I gotta tell you guys about a couple of things. First is the Juice Roll app. The Juice Roll app is a totally free app that automatically syncs with your sportsbook to provide you insights and analytics into how you wager so you could become a better. Climb their leaderboards to be one of their top ranked bettors or follow along with some of the other top guys on there. If you guys were serious about being a pro bettor, you're going to want to make sure to have a third party verified record. And the best way to do that is with an app that automatically syncs to your book. And that's what Juicero does. It's totally free. Link is below. And if you guys want to learn how to build models like I've been using on some of the other shows, or that Mark has for the NHL show that's been hitting at almost 70% since the beginning of the year, you're going to want to check out the Rhythm app. Rhythm is a totally free app. The link is below. And what it does is it fast tracks you to building sports betting models. You can modify models that they already have built using 3 years of historical data, or you can build your own from scratch. It can take a lot of years and a lot of time to really learn how to do it using other programs and those kind of things. But using the Rhythm app will really fast track you to making some successful models. The one I built on there for the NBA has been smashing at almost 65% in the last week. So make sure you guys check out the Rhythm app. The link is below. Ash, I'm going to go ahead and just toss this over to you, though, so we can give our best bets for European. I know you have one play that's not from Europe, but that's okay because it's going to be a winner, and we just want Ash to give all of her winners here. So make sure you guys check her out on her socials first. Soccer Q Ash VIP. Also, she'll be in hopefully in the Pick Manager Discord soon. But yeah, Ash, go ahead and jump into your best bets.
Yeah, these are going to be fast and furious, like Jacob said. So just trying to get these out to you guys early. So it's going to be our first quickies together. So we are going to start with my non-Europe play. You guys have to look up the days. None of them are today, but they're through Saturday and Sunday. I didn't write the days because sometimes I'm lazy like that. So we're going to go to Mexico first, and we're going to take an over here. We're going to go to this match between Chivas and Club America, and we're going to take over 2.5 at minus 108. Love the odds here. Not going to go into a lot of stats in any of these, just going to give you guys pretty much the picks, maybe ramble on for a couple of seconds. This one just screams for goals to me. I kind of expected this to at least be minus 130 or possibly even set to 2.75. So yeah, I think there's a decent chance both teams contribute, but I do, it's typically goals when these two meet up, and I do like the spot for over 2.5 at minus 108. It's a great price. And we're going to go to Europe for the rest of these. The one I'm going to give you first here is one of my most profitable long-term bets. We played it and hit it on here before. So we're going to go to France. League One, and we are going to take the matchup between Montpellier and PSG. So I expect both teams to contribute here. PSG, they've been pulling Mbappe a little bit. He's going to be headed off to Real Madrid, so they'll play him for a little bit more than half the match, then pull him. So PSG, they're still scoring though. I mean, they have strikers in there more than capable, and the manager is kind of switching the lineup up a little bit for them to get used to playing without Mbappe. So yeah, I love the situation of they're super talented, the far better side than Montpellier with or without Mbappe. And I love when they bring in talented guys trying to win that spot, right? So, they're going to go all out, trying to prove to the manager what they can do. So we're going to take a straight over 3 in that one. And that's at minus 110. I think the worst that does is push, but I think there's a decent chance we get a winner. And since I do like Montpellier, a smaller team that kind of goes all out versus the bigger name teams, kind of like the Sassuolo of France, I do like both of them to score, but instead of taking both to score and over, I do think PSG win. So we're going to shoot for value here. And this is one of my most long-term profitable bets. We're going to take PSG to win and both teams to score. And we get that at plus 180. That's usually around plus 155-ish. So yeah, absolutely love the value. So it's going to be a full unit on the over 3. We're just going to do half unit on the plus 180 play.
Yeah,
just to not expose too many units on the same match.
Yeah, I really love both of those. Montpellier, they've gone over 3 in their or hit 3 or better in their last 5. PSG hasn't lost on the road so far this year, and Montpellier has also scored in the last 5. So all that is pointing to great. And yeah, with Mbappe leaving, I love those kind of scenarios because dudes are definitely stepping up to try and take that position. And I think we're going to see a much faster pace game because of it. So. For sure.
Right. And that's why we're getting more value on this with them to win and both teams to score too, right? Because a lot of people, when your star, Mbappe is kind of an asshole, but there's no doubting he's one of the top players in the world for sure. So, people kind of get scared away, but yeah, I'm with you. I like that it's PSG, right? They're not some nobody team. They have plenty of talented guys. And yeah, 100% agree with you there that these guys step up and try to show what they can do and knock in some goals.
And that is on Sunday. PSG's on Sunday.
That one is okay. Yeah. I trust you for all that, all the info. All right, then we're going to take Germany, and this team that I've stayed away from and actually kind of been ragging on them, but they have finally found their footing, which sounds funny when you're talking about Bayern Munich, right? So I'm going to take them, which is a rarity this season, and I'm also going to take a total. You guys know I rarely take anything over 3 because I just love that push protection. But with them finding their footing and having taken, such a beating for their mediocre matches over the last month or so, I just kind of see this facing the perfect side. They are on the road, but they're facing this Darmstadt team that's just headed back down to Bundesliga 2 more than likely. I think that Darmstadt could be in for an absolute beating here. And I love the price we're getting. So we're going to take Bayern to win and over 3.5 goals. And that's at minus 120. Now I got that price on Bovada, so you guys might want to shop around. I think Bayern can cover this on their own. So if you wanted to take a shot at plus money at their team total over 3.5, then that's fine. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to see Darmstadt maybe, snag a consolation goal at the end or something. But Bayern at over 3.5. I just think that if they try, they can score as many as they want to. I don't
absolutely.
think they won't here, right? Because they've not been playing well enough to just cruise. I don't think their fans would tolerate that right now. So, yeah, minus 120 for that one. And these next 2 are going to be in England. So,
Ash, before you go on, I was just going to say that this Darmstadt team just lost to Augsburg at home 6-0, and Bayern Munich just won 8-1 against Mons at home last week. So I just wanted to mention that. So I definitely think Bayern could cover this whole thing themselves. So
yeah, and like I said, I may sprinkle personally, because you guys know how I love my plus money. So their team total over 3.5, but yeah, don't think there's a doubt they win, and I love goals. So
cool.
All right, so we're gonna go to England and take this sneaky little team. The last time I gave this team out on the show was literally the only time they haven't gone over, I think, 1 out of their last 10 matches. So that was exactly my luck that day. But we're going to jump right back on them because the match after we took them, they went over again. We are going to take Luton. They're at home playing Nottingham Forest. We're going to take over 2.75 at minus 112. I love this play. I think either one of these teams can cover it. I think both teams do score. But I'm not taking a shot at plus money. Minus 112 is just fine for me. That's not laying much juice. So, yeah, I think both teams contribute. I think Luton got some, kind of shell-shocked being up 3-0, right, versus Bournemouth and then losing. But they still put up 3 goals. So I think at home here, they'll put on a show. And I think they've got some confidence going with the amount of goals they're scoring. So 3 goals gives us a half win. Excuse me. And I think there's a good chance we see maybe even like a 2-2 scoreline or something like that. And this is also in England. This is an FA Cup match, and we are going to take the Wolves versus Coventry over 2.5, and we're getting that at -112, which I think is a fantastic price. Also, this Coventry side, I thought about taking BTTS and over at plus money because I do think they score. This is a Premier League side with Wolverhampton, right, playing Coventry. So your average person's going to look at it and think, who the fuck is Coventry? But they're a sneaky good team. I'm not saying that they're going to win, but I believe the Wolves are only like -150 on the money line. And I wouldn't mess with it. Like, they should win, but Coventry are a very good side. In the lower England leagues, I bet them quite a bit. And I think they could be a slight live underdog here. So yeah, getting over 2.5 at -112. If it was, laying more juice, I would take a shot at the boat to score and over. But why complicate it, right? We're getting over 2.5 for -112. So, and my last play.
I was
go
just
ahead.
gonna say, sorry, Coventry. Yeah, we saw they've gone over they've gone over 2.5 in their last 5 games. And with teams like this, they don't have a shot in Premier League for hardware, and there's the fact that they're still in the FA Cup and playing pretty well in it. We tend to see more goals in situations like that because they're going to have to, continue to push because this is their only chance to get some hardware or silverware. But that was all.
Yeah, and if you're someone that pays attention to, odds and spreads and things, they're +1 and juiced to the +1, right? I think the books and the sharps are expecting exactly what I do. I think that they get on the scoreboard, and just like you said, this is a huge deal to them, right?
Yeah.
They're not going to win any prestigious titles or anything. So, and the fact that they can play with reckless abandon, who in the world is expecting them to beat the Premier League side, right? So yeah, playing with no pressure usually leads to team scoring. And our last play, you guys knew I wasn't going to make it through a show without giving you a goal scorer. So we're going to go to Scotland here. This guy is Theo Bair. I think it's how you say it, Bair. We're going to take him to score. This is a matchup of Motherwell versus Aberdeen. So he plays for Motherwell. They're at home here. The guy's just been scoring at a crazy clip. I think I've hit him 3 of 5 times I've taken him, which I would have only had to have hit him probably 2 of 5 to profit because you just get crazy odds on him. Still, the books haven't caught up to him yet. So we're going to take him at +210 to score at home, and I might even sprinkle him to score a couple. He usually takes plenty of shots, so he definitely creates chances for himself, which is half the battle. And he should be on pins also. So yeah, Theo Bair in Scotland to score anytime at +210, and then that'll do it for my picks.
I love it. Those are all terrific, and I'm going to be playing all of them myself. I have like 5 plays for us. I'll burn through these real quick. First up, I'm going to Spain, Atletico Bilbao versus Alaves. I'm taking the over 2 in this one. It's -155. I just think that we can at least see 2 goals in this. Athletic Bilbao has gone over 2 goals in 12 out of their 14 home games, and they play really great. They're in 5th place, taking on a 13th place Alaves team, and I really think that not only are they going to win, but they're going to cover this themselves. My only concern is if it's like a 2-zip kind of game, which is why I didn't take it over 2.5. So yeah, a little bit of push protection. I'm okay paying the tax for that. So -155. I'm on it all day. That's my first play.
I'll just give a quick thing there. Nothing stats wise, but I love that one. Bilbao, they're pretty much a machine, and I think that the worst you do is push there with them on their own. I definitely see them putting up 2 goals, and Alaves can be a sneaky little team who can snag a goal too. But I might even take Bilbao's team total over 1.5. So I like that play for sure.
Yeah, honestly, I'm probably on that too. At home, they've hit that themselves in all but one of their home wins. So in their 10-2-2, 10-2-2 over the 1.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 10 and 4. 10-4 over 1.5. So yeah, at home they smash. They're really good home team. So yeah.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to England. The rest of these plays are going to be in England. They're all on Saturday. I'm on the Ipswich team total over 1.5. It's one of my favorite plays in soccer right now because they have been hitting it most of the year. They're in third place, taking on a 23rd place Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday has been playing better, won 4 out of the last 5, but they haven't been playing the best teams. They took on Millwall, Rotherham, Bristol City's okay. They just lost to Leeds at home 2-0. And I think at least we see 2 goals from Ipswich here, who has only lost 1 home game all year. All of their home wins have seen them go over 1.5 goals, and I think that they win this as well. So yeah, Sheffield Wednesday only has 4 away wins all year, and in all but 2 of their away losses, they have given up over 1.5 goals. They let the opponent hit over 1.5 team total goals. So yeah, love Ipswich here. It's a little steep. I don't know if we see 3 goals from them. I want to see you guys get wins, so you're gonna have to bear with me because all of my plays this week are kind of steep. If you guys want better prices, check out my VIP. The link's in the Discord. So yeah, any thoughts for you on this one?
No, just that I have started betting lower England leagues a little bit more this season, and they're one of them, right? Them,
Yep.
Coventry, and Chesterfield, probably my 3 favorites. So yeah, it might be a little bit juicy, but sometimes you have to lay it when you try to get a little bit riskier, right? To get less juice, and then you complicate it, you lower your odds of your chances of winning. So they've been a fantastic team. If you would consistently play their team total over, you would definitely be in the black on that bet.
Yeah, definitely. And like what you said, why complicate it? This team could win and dominate this game and still just win 2-0. You know what I mean? So
Right.
taking over 2.5, it's really hard to score 3 goals in soccer. It is. Scoring 2
Yes, it
goals,
is.
it's a little bit easier, and it can be done a lot. And a dominating win is still 2-0 in soccer. You know what I mean? If they control
Yeah.
possession and all that, which I think they will. If they get to 2, they could park the bus, and when that's all we see. So.
Yeah, because I always have to remind myself of that, right? These players and these teams do not care. They give 0 fucks about our bets, right? So if they're
Yeah.
up 2-0 and that team isn't threatening, right? Just sit there and defend. They're not thinking that, oh, Ashley and Jacob are on 2.5, so I better score another one, right? So
Right.
yeah, but I do love the 1.5. Very good little team there.
Cool. Next one is English Championship League. I am taking West Brom versus Bristol City over 2 goals. It's at -150. Same kind of handicap here. We've seen West Brom hit 2 or better in their last 5 at home. They've done it in all but 2 of their home wins, and they've won all but they've won all but 5 home games, and they've pushed 2, drawn 3. So they're 10-2. I'm sorry, 10-3. Yeah, 10-3 at home. Yeah, good home team taking on I think a 13th place Bristol City team who have given up a lot of goals and losses on the road. They give up a lot of goals. They have not won a whole ton of road games, especially recently. They lost their last 2 road games. And the last 2 road games have seen 5 and 3 goals. So at over 2 here at -150, I think we're getting a way cheap price on this. And I think the worst we see here is 2-0 or a 1-1 kind of game. But I think we could easily see 3 goals. So
Nice.
Yep. And then lastly, I'm going to England League 2. I am taking Wrexham team total over 1.5 and Wrexham -1. They're in third place, taking on Tranmere, who is in 16th. Wrexham trying to play for a better spot, chasing that top spot right now in League 2. Really making a push, which would be pretty incredible to see them get to the top spot in League 2 and continue to advance. They have won all but 2 home games. They've drawn 3, but lost 2 and then won the rest. And then in all of their home wins except for one, they've gone over their team total here of 1.5. This Tranmere team, 16th place on the road, has only won 3 games. They've drawn 3 games and lost the rest. When I say lost the rest, that's like 11 games. So not a good road team. And they tend to give up a bunch of goals on the road too. And I think this is really going to be an easy one. Wrexham has won 2, drawn 2, and lost 1 in their last 5. And they just played out a 0-0 draw against Harrogate Town at home. So I think they want to see a bounce back here, and they want to put up some goals. And I think they relish the chance to do that against a really bad road team in Tranmere. So
yeah, I love that Wrexham team, right? Everyone knows of them because Ryan Reynolds and whoever that other dude is being the co-owners. So yeah, coming off the 0-0, they have at least 3 guys I like to take to score sometimes. So yeah, don't see them being shut out back to back. So
yeah, definitely
love the pick there for the team and the situation too, coming off of a goalless draw there.
I think at least one of these hits. Worst case scenario, they win. Well, I guess one would push. But I guess worst case scenario, one of these pushes. But do you watch the Wrexham show on Netflix?
No, I've told Hannah that I want to. If I told you how many hours a day that I spend capping for the next day's plays and a week and 2 weeks ahead trying to beat lines and stuff. I mean, I watch
put it on
TV
the background.
for
It's a good show to put on in the background.
I usually have music going. Yeah, so I watch TV for 20 minutes usually before I pass the fuck out. But right. I definitely I want to watch it though for sure.
It's okay. It's a good watch. It's a good show.
I did. This is what I have in the background. I've started Ted Lasso series.
Oh, I love that. Yeah,
I think I've seen the series. I think this is the 6th or 7th time that I've started over. So yeah, one of my favorite shows of all time.
Football
maybe
is life.
After watching that for the 20th time, I should give that Wrexham show a try.
All right, cool. Well, listen, let's recap our plays real quick. Do you want to go ahead and do yours, and then I'll get mine. We'll get them out of here. So,
all right. So our first one's going to be Mexico. Is going to be Chivas versus Club America, taking over 2.5 at -108. We're going to France for 2 plays. We're going to take Montpellier versus PSG over 3 goals at -110. And we are also going to take PSG to win and both teams to score at +180. We're going to go to Germany and take Bayern to win and over 3.5 goals in the match at -120 versus Darmstadt. And then these next 2 in England, we're going to take Luton versus Nottingham over 2.75 at -112. And staying in England, taking the Wolves versus Coventry over 2.5 at -112. And going to Scotland for a goal scorer, a Theo Bear at +210 from Motherwell.
Awesome. Before I give mine, why don't you tell people where they can find you and your VIP and whatnot?
You can find me on Twitter and at SoccerQAsh VIP. And I posted a couple plays in Discord, but definitely going to start try to do that at least 3 to 4 times a week now. I'm a scatterbrain type person with OCD, so I need to schedule that. But yeah, I'm going to start posting in there a lot more. So. Yep.
You know what we'll see what we can do? Maybe we can get you a bot set up so when you post on Twitter, it'll automatically post in your channel.
That would be perfect because I'll post a free play or something on Twitter and then Hannah said, did you post that in Discord? And then I ask her to do it because I don't even know how to do it yet. So yeah, that would be amazing.
All right. Well, listen, if you need help, Alana will help walk you through it. But yeah, I'm going to give my plays real quick and then we will get these guys out of here. So, there we go. I am on Athletic Bilbao Alves over 2. Ipswich team total over 1.5. West Brom Bristol City over 2. Wrexham team total over 1.5. And Wrexham -1. You guys can find me across all socials at Pick Management, also in the Pick Management Network Discord. You can see me on the NBA Betting Insiders, the NHL Betting Insiders, the MLS Betting Insiders will return next week. And then, of course, right here on Betting the Pitch. Make sure you guys check out Juice Reel and the Rhythm app. The links are below. And that'll do it for the Betting the Pitch Europe. We will see you guys later.